This is such bullshit. I've never been so pissed in my whole life. And this murder Charlie Kirk right here in Utah. I'm so freaking pissed right now. This is bullshit. I just saw blood squirting out of his neck. I love that guy. He would have been our next president. I am so pissed right now. Why do they always come with fucking violence? Gosh damn it. Use your freaking words as they're talking to you people. Who shot Charlie Kirk? I'm driving down a Provo right now. I'm so pissed. Damn it.
ABC News has confirmed conservative activist and podcaster Charlie Kirk has been shot during an event at Utah Valley University. The founder of Turning Point USA, a conservative student organization, is known for his outspoken views on politics, culture, religion, often taking his messages to colleges and universities, sparking sometimes pretty heated debates on campus. Let's get right to our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katursky. Aaron, what do you know?
Two law enforcement sources confirmed to ABC News, Kira, that Charlie Kirk indeed was shot as he was speaking at an outdoor event at Utah Valley University. You're right, his presence there at the university had divided the campus, according to an article in the school paper where there were people on both sides debating whether he should even be allowed to bring his message, often loyal to the agenda of President Trump, to campus. But he was speaking at this outdoor event in a courtyard. We've seen some video of that event. A shot rings out. The entire crowd goes scattering. The condition of Charlie Kirk is not immediately clear, but we've seen a tweet from Vice President J.D. Vance saying that he is praying for Charlie Kirk, who he calls a genuinely good guy. And we have also seen a recent tweet from the governor, Spencer Cox of Utah, saying that he's being briefed by law enforcement following the violence directed at Charlie Kirk during his visit to Utah Valley University. The governor's message goes on to say, "We will continue to share updates. Those responsible," the governor goes on to say, "will be held fully accountable. Violence has no place in our public." So law enforcement officials, now the governor of Utah, confirming, Kira, Charlie Kirk shot at an outdoor event as he was speaking at Utah Valley University.
If you want to know any more, Charlie Kirk getting shot was not on my list of things today. And this is why I fucking don't trust liberals. The lack of human life and the lack of respect for lives is not something that they have the capacity for. These people are mentally ill. I need y'all to understand this. Like Charlie Kirk don't bother anybody. He tells you his opinion. He's a young dude who tells you his opinions. He speaks it how he believes it. So if you believe or you speak out about what you believe, you deserve to be. That's the most un-American thing I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, that's where we are as a country. Liberals will probably celebrate. We've seen it. All I'm saying, brothers and sisters, keep your head on the fucking swivel. These people are no good for you. They don't care about human lives. They don't care about decency. All they care about is this type of stuff that happened to Charlie Kirk. It's crazy.
Political activist Charlie Kirk has been shot during an event at Utah Valley University. Why? My name is Rick. In today's video, we are going to talk about what Americans think about, this situation. We got a more video like this. Remember to subscribe. I'll come back with a comment.
Charlie Kirk has died because of gun violence, and only seconds before he got shot and killed, he was talking about shootings. In fact, he was condemning trans people literally seconds before getting shot. He has been quoted for repeatedly saying that he is okay with people getting shot as long as we retain the Second Amendment. But he made it crystal clear right before he died that too many trans people have been responsible for shootings, even though it is less than 0.1% of all shootings. So even at his very end, he is focused on the wrong issue. And it is, of course, tragic for his family. And the way that he died is insurmountably painful. But how ironic that this man stood for the very thing that ended his life.
Are you a
Hell
Christian?
no.
by any chance?
Very, very much so.
Like, why is that exactly?
Jesus saved my life. I'm a sinner, gave my life to Christ, most important decision I ever made.
So you believe the Bible is real?
Yes,
Like,
I believe the Bible is true and real. Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I could give you the technical answer. There's never been an archaeological discovery that has contradicted the truth of the Bible. And then, of course, the wisdom. There is not a truth of the Bible that if you apply to your life does not improve dramatically. And then finally, we have the most accurate and transparent, historically robust account that one can have of the most important figure ever to live in the history of the world, Jesus of Nazareth. And the resurrection is the pinpoint of my belief that Jesus did rise from the grave so that we may live.
What makes Christian mythology real?
So that's not mythology, but that is theology. If Genesis 1:1 and the resurrection is true, anything in the Bible is possible. You're looking at the greatest miracle. The greatest miracle is creation. And then the fact that Jesus rose from the dead. And I say, how do you know that Jesus rose from the dead? Well, show me another historical piece of a story where so many people willingly died a brutal death for a lie. Every single person around him had everything to lose, and yet they went to the absolute death, from Paul to Peter to the half-brother of James, saying that Jesus is Lord, Jesus rose from the dead. Not to mention, if you were going to fake a story, you would not use female witnesses in the ancient world. In the scriptures, it said that the women were the first one to see Jesus Christ. If you're trying to fake a story, you would never do that. Not to mention the 500 people that saw Jesus after he rose from the dead, and then the later church that lived under persecution, under the belief that Jesus Christ was the Son of God.
This video was released from his page 2 days ago. He was saying how he believes he's a Christian, but apart from that, when it's come to politics, he's someone who always says something about black people, shooting how black people percentage in USA are 13%, and when it's come to violence, he always say that majority of criminals are black. So that's why some people, honestly, they never like him, because the way he said with arrogance, it was sometime hurting someone.
Well, Charlie Kirk is dead, a victim of gun violence, and he was shot while talking about how there's no need for gun reform. His last words were literally gang violence. I mean, it wasn't a graze. I watched the video, wish I hadn't. They very clearly hit an artery with the rate in which the blood was gushing. Please don't watch the video. I hope to God his children weren't there, because no one deserves to see that happen to your parent, ever. It's so crazy how he said he's okay with innocent casualties as long as we get to keep our Second Amendment rights. Never thinking that he would be one of the casualties. And I know there's a video of this bald-headed man being held down by the police. That isn't the shooter. They still haven't caught the shooter. They say it was from some building nearby. Can you believe his last words were gang violence? I'll leave you with a very important Charlie Kirk quote in this moment.
Empathy and sympathy. I can't stand the word empathy, actually. I think empathy is a made-up New Age term that does a lot of damage, but...
Yep. Good old Charlie. I'm sure he's already looking at it.
Oh no.
Okay guys, breaking news. Charlie Kirk is currently still alive and apparently is stabilizing but in critical condition. And that's according to multiple sources citing Turning Point USA, which is the organization founded by Kirk in 2012. US Agricultural Secretary Brooke Rollins, she posted saying, everyone please keep praying, hearing that he is in critical condition but still with us. Also, according to Utah Valley University, the shot that hit Kirk in the neck was fired from a building 200 yards away with a rifle. And also, Scott Trotter, a university spokesperson, said that the police determined that the person who was taken into custody after the shooting was not actually the shooter. So there is no shooter in custody currently. We're also hearing that Charlie Kirk's wife and 2 young children were at the campus when he was shot. Now, we don't know if they were directly in the crowd or somewhere nearby, but that's according to Oklahoma Senator Mark Wayne Mullen. His wife posted on Twitter 2 hours before the shooting, simply with a Bible verse saying, "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble." Police have also shut down the entire university campus. They said all of the 40,000 students, classes are cancelled, leave campus immediately. And this is now America's 46th shooting at a school this year alone. Charlie Kirk was literally answering a question about gun violence when he was shot moments before. And also in 2023, he said it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every year so that we can have the Second Amendment. As we know more, I'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah, when immediately after people heard that he has been shot, so there is many videos. Some say he's already dead, others say he's still alive. Pray for him. We cannot confirm, but what he knows, he was one of activists who believe in following the rules and regulation more than he doesn't care about the casualty. People, they never know that he will be one of the casualty according to what he believes in. So guys, I hope you liked today's video. Share your comment. See you on another one.